God. It's beautiful. It's a tiny room, like, but oh my God. Hi, this is a Rikkyo University sponsored dorm. I live in Asakadai, which is one of the many dormitory buildings they have for international and Japanese students here at this school. I just wanted to show you guys around what I have set up, and maybe you might consider living in this dorm, so stick around. I debated putting myself on video, but to make this more interesting, here I am. I just wanted to show off the hallway. Trust me, it's smaller than it looks on camera. This is a closet, and so is this. This is the toilet room, that's the bathroom, and then I also have a kitchenette that's right here. Obviously, we'll go over all of them, but just to start off, the closet right here, we have a suitcase, trash, and stuff that I disregard. I don't use this often because when I came to Japan, I came with one pair of shoes. Just kind of wanted to show the door. It's nothing really interesting. I hung up this rules list. You guys can pause to read it if you want. I used to have a couple more papers here, but I guess I threw them out after a while. There's no easy way to show off this kitchen area. It's just a little sink here, which is very dirty now that I'm looking at it. Ew. And we have like the little hot pot. The way to use it is you just press one of these buttons. I think one of them is for boiling, the other's for cooking. I think I usually click that one. Yeah. My hand is blocking, but there's 3 different settings. And if you don't have anything on top, it starts screaming at you. Embarrassing story. My second week here, I didn't know how to use this. My neighbor is the RA of this floor, and I had to knock on her door and say, hey, I'm trying to make spaghetti. How does this work? This isn't working, and I'm worried my neighbor is gonna come over here and be like, what the hell is going on? But it's screaming at me. What the heck? What is it screaming at? Okay, according to my tablet, it says heating. And heating. This says cut, which I don't think so. It says weak, that says strength, so I'm assuming that means strong. Oh, it turned off. So I'm lucky enough that one of the RAs lives right next to me. And apparently the reason it was beeping is because magic. Turns out for it not to scream at you, you need to have a pot on top. And then you turn it on. The sink is whatever. I have my fake little flowers here, just to make decorations. You'll see flowers very often here. And then we have my favorite part, which is the other area. I guess before I forget, I'll show these off. I only have the cap to this pot, a bottle of air freshener, a bunch of sink drainers, which I thought I would use a lot more of. But this was only 100 yen, so I don't really regret it. 2 sponges, gloves I think, and a kniffy. I wish it had like a little thing, because then I would hang it there. But that's where my cutting board goes. Also my little mat of where I put stuff. I guess while I'm showing the floor, this is the Genkan. So these are all the shoes I used while I'm here in Japan. Those are in the trash because I'm literally gonna throw them out after this. Every day I just come in, throw my shoes here, and then go in. But if I'm in a rush or something, admittedly, I do sometimes come in here with my shoes on, which, if you didn't see already, is against one of the rules. Oh no. This shelf just has all my essentials, essentially. Just a bunch of stuff I brought from the States, like Tylenol, all this stuff. I didn't want to buy medicine here in Japan, but at one point I actually did, and it was when I had a cold, so. But I think I put it back there somewhere, so God knows where it is. I definitely have to finish this rice at some point before I move out. And then I also have these characters sitting here. Fun story, I actually got these characters from the same place I got this toaster oven. I really hated going to the common room just to heat up like pasta or something stupid. It was missing a leg, which I was perfectly fine with. I wonder if that price was discounted, I'm not sure. And then I just had this bar of soap on the bottom, which I honestly forgot about because I haven't used it yet. And also just rags for when I want to clean up water stuff. This is the toilet. Not sure what else you want. I'll be honest, I don't know what that is. I bought it from the store. I thought it was going to help clean up my toilet. I'm not going to open it, but it doesn't. I'll tell you that much. I have to manually clean it, which is what this is for. Sorry, what this is for. There's actually a bidet, which isn't that powerful, I'll be completely honest, but it does its job. I have my little towel here. 2 more towels up there. And then girl products and trash bags. Okay, here's the thing about the sink. I think it's very gimmicky. I can't, like, physically, if I get up, I don't want to turn around, wash my hands while the toilet's flushing and all that's going out. So whenever I need to wash my hands, I literally either go here or I actually just walk in here to wash my hands. It's a neat little bathroom though. You know, it does the job. I have space. I never close the door when I use it. So like this is legitimately, this is weird, but this is legitimately like the opposite view of how I use the toilet. It's pretty comfy. I like it. It's simple. It's a toilet. What else do you want? So we have this little heating panel. It turns on the hot water. I know these have meanings, but I only click this one ever. But I always just keep it off. Then you have this panel, which they tell you not to touch, but I touch all the time. I never touch this switch stuff. And before we get into the main event, which is my room, I want to show you guys the bathroom. It's very dirty right now, so if you see like scuff marks and stuff, please just know that I'm gonna clean it. I bought this when I first moved in. It was just to hold my stuff, my loofahs, my shower cap, and then I just have basics. But it's very cool, and the bathroom's pretty spacious too. Let's get in the tub. So, I know the Japanese really love their baths and stuff, because in America we have a lot more shallower baths, but these are a lot more deeper. So this is what I look like whenever I do take a bath, but honestly I take more showers than anything. Oh, yeah, my sock is wet. Gross. Now, without a further ado, let's get into the main event. So this balcony right here, I actually never use it. I have something hanging out there right now. It's just my pants. But usually when I wash my clothes downstairs with these baskets, I'll show you guys what the laundry room looks like in a clip. The rest of my clothing. Oh my god, because it's broken. Anyways, so the rest of my clothing is in here. This is my entire wardrobe, because most of my day trips are with these. So just like with my toaster oven, I bought this from 2nd Street. I got that for 500 yen, so less than like $4, and I'm really happy with it. I knew clothing was going to be a hard thing to find here in Japan, so I just brought all my dresses with me. Being bigger bodied here in Japan is very tough. I'm not exactly skinny, and anytime I walk into a store, I'm just like, oh, I don't fit anything, which makes sense, but god damn it! I usually have like the outfit I'm gonna wear hanging here. I'm not that prepared all the time though, so usually in the morning I find myself scrambling for an outfit out of that broken thing. But while we're looking over here, let's focus on my bed a little bit. So this dumb thing is where I sleep every night. That's a lie, because I don't sleep here every night. Sometimes I sleep on the floor. This is the most uncomfortable thing known to man. Look at this. So you have these 2 blankets they gave us, and then you have these 2 mattresses. I don't even think there's anything about it. I think it's just there's not enough layers, and this is just uncomfortable. I don't feel the gaps or anything like that. It's just not comfortable to me. This came with the bed set, by the way. I had to pay for this, by the way. I forgot to mention, I had to pay for the bed set. Otherwise, I would have to buy my own. But I didn't want to buy it because then I would have to throw it out. Anyways, but this is the pillow they gave us. Whatever. Anyways, I use that. This is my bonnet. If you don't know what a bonnet is, it protects braids from getting frayed and messed up. I think I went to go do laundry once and someone was just like, what the hell are you wearing? And I had to explain. I didn't have to explain it to them. Since then, I take it off every time I leave my room because I don't want more interactions like that. I think I'm one of 2 people with braids in this dorm, which is perfectly okay with me. But enough about that. Let's get into the creationist side of my room. I have this sad excuse of a manga wall because your girl can't read Japanese. So if I have a bunch of manga that I can't read because, by the way, this is like 100 yen. I can't read it. What else am I gonna do but cut it up? So you have a bunch of pages that are just missing chunks. But it's very fun to look at because some of them, you could tell that I put a lot of work into it. Most of them, if not all of the panels, have this kanji. I'm really happy with the ones I did end up making. While they're not all perfect, I do want to buy other volumes of series I like and just continue this when I get back to the States. Oh my god, my mic is upside down. I don't usually sit here when I draw, but I do sit here for homework sometimes when I do. And there's also, I'm also doing like an animation practice thing because I want to like get into animation a little bit. So this, I also did this a couple days ago based off this chart. Legitimately, if I'm charging my tablet or something, I just bring it all to my bed. So this is my little shelf that I have. I desperately wanted more anime figures. I really did. But I don't know, I guess they were really hard to get, and the ones that I liked were very hard to find at secondhand stores. My first month here, I tried to get a Sakura Hatsune Miku from this year, but it was just way too hard in arcade, and I spent like 3,000 yen for no reason. But I found her at 2nd Street for 500 yen. As for my manga right here, this one I just have in the front, it doesn't fit. I have these books that I want to use to practice reading. This right here is a Mob Psycho art book, which cost me around 3,000 yen. That has a bunch of keyframes and stuff. This thing actually was the reason why my Instagram, my art Instagram blew up. I posted a couple frames of it and I got over 4,000 followers, which kind of made me nervous, but helped out in the end. And below I just have Pride stuff on the bottom, just to fill up the shelf because they gave us a desk lamp, but I have never used it. I never even turned it on. I just wanted to thank you guys for watching this video, and if you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. This was my one take, and by the time you're seeing this, I'm back at home, so I will be happy to answer questions, whether it be pricing, living expenses, stuff like that. If you want a full-on breakdown, a new video about that, just let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to see more from me, feel free to subscribe. I'll see you guys in another one. In case you were curious about what I had in my fridge, literally nothing.